It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is...
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Montana's throw here taken in by Ingram. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run over center with Peterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Play fake. Now here's Montana. Looking left side, and it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They will look to throw. Montana. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On 1st down, Montana firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 73 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
1st and 10 for Montana and company. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Montana. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now Montana. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 21 carries, 87 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. Johnson the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Here's Montana to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Peterson gets the call running left. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Montana. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
McPherson now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's Carter now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off the draw, here's Williams. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
First down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw here. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Another grab here for the...
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Over the middle to Evans. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Deshaun Watson, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Ben DiNucci, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Saquon Barkley, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now a dump off here complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll drop to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gates with a grab. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now here's Mahomes.
It's a slant to Hill.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach his way again, this time 19 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans.
2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun. Here's Montana. It's Williams on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Williams, a man in motion right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Since kick is good.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
In motion, right one of the tight ends. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's complete to Gates. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They stay on and he loses the football the 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They will look to throw. Montana, a short throw to Ingram. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Past the 20. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
The CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more conventional manner. This time picking up the fumble and taking it in for 6.
Yeah, you be able to see him out with scoop and score right there. Multiple touchdowns in this game for him, and he's not complaining how he got it done.
McPherson on for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
They'll come up now on second down.
Now Mahomes. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here's 1st and 10.
Mahomes. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. That'll be caught by Hill. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Mahomes. That's caught by Johnson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Mahomes will throw.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2nd down, goal to go. Mahomes to throw it.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Tucker now to add the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And, partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gates has it over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Mahomes going to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. And again, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Eagles, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.